While we switch gears, Spiritual Shelter Baptist Liberation Day celebrations will be held actually on Saturday. A lot of plans in place here in Trinidad and even in our sister Isle. To tell us all about those, we have the Archbishop Barbara Gray-Burke, President of the Interreligious Organization of Trinidad and Tobago and head of the Spiritual Shelter Baptist. How are you doing? Welcome.
Welcome. Good morning, and good morning to Trinidad and Tobago family in Christ. I greet you all. Pleasant morning.
So we have a lot to look forward to this weekend. What is on the agenda?
Our agenda is we want to have a Thanksgiving service because we know coming out of our 100 years when we were banned, which was the 16th of November, 2017. And because of this, we hold the whole aspect of our program in giving God thanks. We'll be having a big table where everybody bring whatever they have to put to give away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when do the celebrations start?
The celebration started about a month ago because we had administration of making new bishops, and we made one new archbishop. One archbishop now, Myrtle Bristol from Maryland, New York. And then we made 3 other bishops from Trinidad, you know. So we had it all along, going around making our bishops, our archbishop. We embraced this, you know, this month was to do all these various things. We had the various churches with different Thanksgiving service, which our own, the whole body will come together now to bring it off in a grand style.
Where will it be?
At Maloney, Churchill, Roseville Highway. Remember, the government had given us a parcel of land. So we have erected a church there, whereby we celebrate there every year because they have a lot of ground space and so on. So cars could park and they have good parking. They don't have to park all on the streets where the wrecker could go with them.
So it can accommodate a huge turnout.
A huge turnout, yes.
Okay. How do you feel today knowing that, you know, we've come such a long way in terms of these celebrations and recognition?
We have our schools, we have our early child care center, we have our, you know, primary school, and our children does very well. We just get passes to Holy Cross, we just get to Bishop East, so around where, so our passes will be very good. We thank God for the teachers, we thanking God for all that He have done for us within our short space of time when we get our liberation, when we got our national holiday, because remember it took us 94 years before we could have get to that point.
Yes.
94 years. The ban was lifted in 1951, but yet we had no land, we had no school, and nothing to identify with until when Mr. Honorable Basde Pandey came into office, and then he gave us a national holiday whereby we can celebrate with each other, you know, but it was a hell of a struggle because I went to the parliament as a senator, put me in opposition, and then I was back into government, and then he got ill, he went to London. When he came back, that was his first act that he performed for us, giving us a national holiday whereby we can be part and parcel of society.
How come how is it that we're having celebrations on Saturday as opposed to Friday?
Well, you see, being the president of the Interreligious Organization, we try to learn each other religion better and better. And then we have a lot of our source, our members, remember they come from the Catholic Church, Anglican Church, and they know about the way of the cross, they know about procession, and some of them still continue up to this day. For instance, take the Point Fonte section, they just have a big procession through the streets on Good Friday. Then you have others all in Claxton Bay, will have the way of the cross. So we really didn't want to interfere with that, because if our own didn't fall this day, I would have gone and participate all in these various places, because when I go to point, I go to the various points because we don't clash. But this time we clash. So you have to give preference to them first because it's a religion. If you are the president, you have to be the first example. If not,
Yes.
so everything is fix it out, and you agree that, look, this Saturday, you all hold the way of the cross, have your procession, then we'll come together on Saturday, we group together and give our big celebration.
Now, President Paula May Weeks recently praised the Shouter Baptist community,
Yes.
in light of all the strengths that you all would have put forward in light of the persecution and challenges and
Yeah.
oppression. And you are the head of the Spiritual Shouter Baptist and even the president of the interreligious organization. How does it feel to be in this position as a woman today, looking back on the achievements?
Well, you feel elated, one, but you also have to focus that there are things you must do. There are things that are like the office, and then you have some people aging now, so they can't climb up steps because you're getting buildings. Some have a lot of steps to go up. We got one in Central, beautiful place yesterday, corner, but there were challenges there. There were persons that were unable to take the flights of steps. So which, you had to look for something on the flat that could accommodate everybody. And then you have, again, challenges of parking facilities. So you have to slowly, but surely we're going to get there, because we are looking at one or two places to see if we could really make it a reality.
How are transportation arrangements this year?
Well, when you reach the PTSC buses, you had some challenges there, because funds that you would have had in your hands to access 15 or 10 buses, whatever, you had to take 5 this year. The reason for that, you had to put a deposit on the buses. You're not getting the buses to rent without having, and that deposit money is money you would have paid on another bus. So what I had to do is start calling the heads and ask them to use maxis.
Okay.
So the deposit money to take any other bus, you would pay the maxis when they reach for them. Because we usually, now remember, our people, some of them getting down in age, and through that they're pensioners.
Yes.
So you usually would send the buses, so that would incur costs. And we know we're in economic time. Now it's a time, the economy not so good, but we are here and we have to make it. We got to try our sponsors. We have to try, and make everything. You bring it down to size, and you bring it down to size, you're going to make it with the help of Almighty God. And don't let that pull you down and make you get miserable. We all got to bear the brunt of it. We got to work together. We got to stay together and make it. And the good Calypsonian tell us, if we try Stalin, we will make it. So we are there going ahead with the help of Almighty God, without you have your little challenges, and with your challenge, because look, our challenges was with the light, because we don't live there, and they take the meter, and for weeks you're running up and down. But yesterday, the officers were so kind to us. I want to say thanks to TNTech. They made it possible that they could do the connection whereby we can have our lights. Now there are 3 buildings, but one of them, they took the light, that was on the kitchenette side, and we wanted the lights in there. So I was running up and down. That take up a lot of my time. We usually dress the libraries, and that give us a setback, because then all day you got to wait. But nothing happened before it's time.
Yes.
Yesterday, the ARIMA section, they were very, very kind to us. And I want to say thanks to them, that they make sure they do it. They said they don't want to do it today, that we sit down there and worrying if they're going to do it. They came yesterday afternoon and make sure they put the meter and do everything for us.
Now, you mentioned earlier that your schools are performing quite well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in our country, we've been hearing a lot about our young people joining gangs. What role do you think your organization can play in curbing crime?
Well, I would tell you, crime is everybody's problem. And I think prayers, because if you watch the denominational schools, they keep a lot of prayers. I wouldn't say 1 or 2 and fall through the cracks, but because of the system and the tradition that you would keep in the school, you would find very few would fall through the cracks, because we only had two give us a lot of trouble. But we look at it as children behavior. They were breaking all the pipes, breaking up all the handles for the toilets, and every minute you had to be fixing it and fixing it. They would kick the ball and break all the lights in the hallway. Sometimes the government come and replace it, but they come in once in September, and when it get dark, you have to replace it yourself. But we made it. It was a test, a trial, but these two boys now are being placed at Arangwe Secondary. So we don't have them again as a challenge.
Right.
And the others, you know, when you try to talk to them, motivate them, and let them know this is not the way to go, and you will get through.
Yeah. As it relates to parenting, how important is it that the organization, you know, would have conversations with parents and the elderly in society and teach them about upbringing, bringing up the younger ones and role models?
You see, where the denominational school have that privilege, because they keep their parents intact. Parents are being have to come in for this, and whatever you have in, you involve the parents. So it don't be so bad for us. You'll have one or two of the parents are telling you, I can't come, and I have to go to work, and all this thing, but the majority will participate.
Agreed.
In the denominational. You see, the denominational school don't have such a fight as a government-run school, because you have a hand, so when they close your hand reach, you always could keep with them, the board intact with them, the teachers intact with them.
Yeah. Now, as we look forward to these celebrations that are set for this weekend, my final question to you as we continue here on CTV to promote our women and achievements on this month where we celebrate International Women's Day. My question to you is, how do you feel about our sixth president?
Our president, I feel it. I had the privilege to offer prayers on that very morning. So I was feeling real good to see that, you know, for years we wanted a woman president and we couldn't get one. So now we have one. We feel good. We the women feel very, very good, elated over her and excited over her.
Thank you so much.
And we are looking for a lot from her.
Yes, a lot to look forward to.
And we're looking that, you know, a change will come, a peaceful moment. You may not have so much upheaval with the union and all of that. We believe that peace will come, because a woman have a final touch, a fine touch about her, which the men, you know, the men don't have it.
You said it. I didn't.
I don't want to get mad with me. they have this special points, you know. They are there to, you know, work with them.
The support.
And for the support. We can't do nothing without them, you know. We need their support.
Oh, such a pleasure chatting with you, Ms. Gray-Burke, Archbishop Barbara Gray-Burke, and a lot to look forward to this weekend.